So Spider-Man will no longer be part of the MCU. Let's talk about it, YouTubers. So Spider-Man, Tom Holland's iteration of Spider-Man, is no longer a part of the MCU. Sony pulls out or backs out of their deal with Disney and Marvel Studios. Sony backs out of their plan with Marvel and Disney, saying that they couldn't come to terms and agreements, and they're disappointed that Kevin Feige will no longer be a part of or producing any of the other two Spider-Man films that they have left in contract with Marvel Studios. But they feel as if, and they have the confidence, that they can continue and carry on the story as fans would love. Is that so? Is that how you feel? I'm a little somber behind it. I ran it all night when I found out about this. It's almost like I'm lost for words right now. But the truth be told, we say, hey, we getting Spider-Man, he's gonna be an Avenger. So that was a fucking lie. I mean, we did get him as 2 movies and 2 other appearances, technically 3 other appearances. So he has 2 more contracts. But we all saw this coming. We can't say we didn't see this coming. Because soon as Spider-Man dropped, somebody from Sony leaked a statement, and Sony didn't disclaim or try to rebuke the statement by saying, oh, if Spider-Man doesn't hit $1 billion, Sony's going to be taking him back. Now, we do know from the past year and a half, since Venom dropped, when Venom dropped, and they saw how well Venom did, it's like, okay, yeah, well, maybe we can come back and try this and do a Spider-Man movie. How we could bring Spider-Man back, cross him and Venom, this, that, and the third. And at first Marvel was like, no, but they were okay with the fact of that. They were okay with that. Primarily because they already knew how much money they would be getting off Spider-Man. So here, and this is what pisses me off, is that Sony threw it off on Disney and Kevin Feige like it was their fault, when we knew from the jump Sony wanted no parts of that. They only did it because they were on the verge of a bankruptcy themselves. You know what I'm saying? PlayStation 4 is pretty much the only thing that's carrying them right now. Because far as movie-wise is concerned, other than the Venom movie and Into the Spider-Verse, let's name a movie that Sony has put out that has capped them over $500 million at the jump since the first Spider-Man. Let's be real about that. Let's be real. This is that arrogance and greed. That's exactly what we're gonna call it. Now, I really wanted to record this video a lot sooner than I did, but I knew I was gonna be getting amped up by it. Let's call bullshit exactly where it is. You're being greedy. Now, let's keep it 100. Venom only grossed $857 million and counting. Into the Spider-Verse might have been, I didn't even check the numbers on that, but that might have been your first $1 billion movie, if that. Spider-Man Far From Home, the Spider-Man franchise, period, just being attached to Marvel is what got your studio its first bill movie. Marvel and Disney has set the standard for any other movie. If you put out a movie between February when Captain Marvel dropped and July, Spider-Man Far From Home, your movies failed. If you don't believe me, go check the stats. Stuff like Stuber and X-Men Dark Phoenix, which was doomed from the beginning, and all those other movies that fell in between the wayside when those three big movies drop, that should tell you the change in dynamic in Hollywood. Guess what, Hollywood? Even Disney is kind of stuck to that point, because they're taking all their old cartoon princess movies and classical movies and adapting them to real life situations. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to copy what Marvel has started from the jump, taking the comic books and bringing them to life. But see, here's the difference, right, between what Marvel Studios is doing and what y'all attempted to do. Now, you have so many people that own these intellectual properties of these comic book characters, but they don't know exactly what to do with it, because all they see him as is a cash cow. Oh, I got a Batman franchise, or I own the characters for Superman and the entire Rose Gallery. I could just put out a movie, don't care how BS the movie is, and the fans just gonna come see it because of the name, not caring at all about what the fans feel. You know what I'm saying? Not caring at all. And that's the big difference between Marvel Studios and everybody else. That is the big difference between Marvel Studios and everybody else, because you have Kevin Feige, you have James Gunn, you have Taika Waititi, you have the Russo brothers, and so many other people that actually take those properties and go back to the comic books to get their source. So Sony, you really just dropped the ball on this. This is a big rant video because I'm pissed off about this. The whole fandom is pissed off, man. I'm going to tell you to like, subscribe, and share, hit the notification bell, but Sony, this is some BS, and you might have just sunk yourselves. Well, let's just keep it 100.